Okay, in this section, we will talk about the Git repository and why do you need to use it. Git repository, this is a version control system that tracks all changes in a project source code. This is especially important in team projects as it enables a collaboration on code, applying fixes, rolling back to previous versions, and resolving conflicts, and many more. But it will be useful also in our project too. The repository stores a complete history of all changes, allowing to easy analysis of the project's development over time. Git itself was created by Linus Torvalds in 2005 and to make managing the development of the Linux kernel easier. And since then, it has become one of the most popular tools for managing the code in the IT industry. While Git is the most popular, there are the other version control systems such as Subversion, SVN, once very popular but now replaced by Git, Mercurial, similar to Git but less commonly used, or Perforce, often used in larger corporate projects. And you can meet them, and we will use the Git, it's the most popular, but you can meet the other version control systems. They are a little bit different, but as I mentioned, we will use the most popular, the Git. And we will use it with the GitHub.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Good plan. Good talk, all right?
Now, let me outline a few reasons why using Git is essential in any serious project. At first, it's version control. Git allows you to track all changes to the code so you can easily see who made the modifications and when. In case of an error, you can revert to previous version. Team collaboration. When multiple people work on the same project, Git allows everyone to work on their own part of the code in separate branches, without the risk of overwriting each other's work. That's absolutely very useful. Conflict resolution. Git provides tool to detect and resolve conflicts that may occur when multiple people are editing the same part of the code. That's absolutely useful when you work in a team. And I will simulate this situation, and I will show you how you can fix this kind of issue. Security and backup. With a Git repository, you have a backup of your code on external servers, such as GitHub or GitLab. And this protects your code from data loss. Release management. Git makes it easy to manage versions and releases of your software, which is key to maintaining project consistency. Also, with GitHub, we can use the workflows to automate this release process. In summary, Git is a tool that makes managing code, especially in larger projects, more transparent and efficient. It's a standard that you must be familiar with if you are serious about working on professional applications. I'm pretty sure that in any serious company you will see the Git repository and you will have an access to Git repository if you will work on some projects. Alright, let's create our first repository. As I mentioned earlier, we will be using GitHub. I'm skipping over the process of creating an account on github.com as it's straightforward, and if you don't have an account yet, you should be able to handle it without any problems.
You can do this. I know you can.
Once you are logged in on GitHub, your recent repositories are displayed on the left side. let's click on the new button, and on the form enter the name of your repository in the repository name field. In my case, it will be VTAP backend. You can also add a short description of your repository. When creating a repository, you choose whether it will be a public or private. Public repositories are readable by everyone, while private ones will only be visible to users you specify. For both public and private repositories, we, as the owners, decide who can make changes and push commits to the repository. Don't worry, if you don't know what am I talking about, what is the commits and what is the pushing to the repository, I will tell you a little bit more in the next few minutes. Leave everything else as is and click Create Repository. That's it. The repository is now created, and we have two options: either create a new empty repository or link an existing one if we have created it previously. Now, let's make a quick side note here. If you don't have a Git installed on your computer yet, go to github.com/git-guides/install-git, where you will find instructions on how to install Git regardless of the operating system you are using. Of course, I'm pretty sure that if you are participating this course with me, I'm pretty sure you are using Linux and Ubuntu. Okay, once Git is installed, let's open Visual Studio Code and our project. In the terminal, let's copy the first command to link the repository to our repository created on GitHub. And unsurprisingly, we got an error.
There is no room for error.
Our application doesn't yet have an initialized repository, and that's of course true. We didn't initialize our repository on our computer, so we need to do it by command git init. Now we can add these local files to Git repository, and as you see, error is gone. Next, we will use the command git branch -m main. Now, let's make a brief explanation for those who like to know what they are doing. Git branch -m main. Git branch, this command manages branches in Git. With this command, we can use it to create, delete, or rename branches, or whatever we want to do with the branches. We will revisit the topic of branches shortly, so you will understand everything, even if it's unclear now for you. -m, this flag, and this capital letter M, this flag forces to renaming of the existing branch. Forcing means that if the branch called main already exists, it will be overwritten.
Use the force.
Main and forcing in Git is useful, but we have to always do it very carefully, because it's overwritten the changes in the Git repository in GitHub. Anyway, main, this is the new name of the branch. It's commonly used to rename the default branch from master to main according to the latest best practices. Probably if you are a programmer, you have a lot of projects with the master as the base branch, and as I said, according to the latest best practices, we should call it a main branch. And this main branch will have the production version of our application. Summary. The command git branch -m main renames the current branch, example master, to main, replacing the existing main branch if it already exists on GitHub. Okay, now that we know what this command means, we can use it. Knowing exactly what this command does, you can feel confident when executing it. And the last command, git push-u origin main, we can copy it, and as you can see, after pasting and running it, we got an error. This error is caused by the fact that we are trying to push changes that do not contain any files. Let's fix this by adding files to the commit using the command git add dot. This command adds all changed files to the commit. In our case, this will be all files because this is the first commit. With the command git commit -m, we provide a description of the commit that will be saved in the repository. For the beginning, let it be initial commit. That's it. The files have been added. Normally, we would now enter the git push command, which sends the commit to the repository on GitHub. In our case, however, as you can see, we have one more problem, or rather not a problem but a piece of information. This is our first commit on this branch and we need to set upstream. We also have a command that we should execute right away. Git push --set upstream is the same as git push -u, the command we just used. After executing this command, as you can see, everything works correctly and we can see the files we have just uploaded using the git commit in our repository on GitHub. Hooray! For now, we only have one branch, main, so there isn't much to see, but that will change in a moment. As you can see, working with Git isn't difficult, and as we work on this project, you will surely become proficient in using the Git repository. Now that we have a repository for the backend, let's repeat the same operation for the repository of our frontend application. This time it will go faster. We are creating a new repository and naming it VetUp Front. Adding a short description for better clarity. We did this a moment ago, so now we are simply repeating these steps for practice. Okay, now that we have created the repository, we can move on to Visual Studio Code. Let's open our project with the frontend application, and now we will paste in the first command. Of course, I forgot to initialize the repository. Shame on me. After initializing the repository, everything works correctly. It's time for the next command to change the name of the main branch. Let's stop here for a moment. Visual Studio Code displays a warning on the right side informing us that we have too many files added to the repository and asking if we want to add the node modules directory to the gitignore file. .gitignore is a special file in the repository where we specify the files and directories that we do not want the repository to monitor. It usually contains local directories and build files, environment variables files, etc. The node modules directory contains dependency libraries that we install in the project, and we definitely do not need to, and in fact we should not, add it to the repository. This directory is rebuilt each time the application is installed on the local computer or on server. Okay, let's add the files to the commit, give it a name, and push it to the repository using the command git push -u origin main. It looks like everything worked out. Let's take a look at our repository on GitHub. As you can see, everything is fine. We have our repository, but it doesn't contain the node modules directory, which is completely unnecessary in the repository. So, success! Another amazing success on this day. Hooray! And okay, as you see, I have pushed the first commit into the Git repository. You probably will be prompted to enter the password for your user. That's because I'm using the SSH keys to authenticate my user at the GitHub repository, and if you don't use it, you will have this prompt. So let's add the SSH key to Git repository and to your Git user. Okay, first let's answer the question, what is SSH? SSH stands for Secure Shell and it's a network protocol used for secure communication between computers. It allows us to, for example, remotely log into a server, secure file copying, connection tunneling, and in our case, authentication on GitHub without a password using a pair of keys, public and private. SSH was created in 1995 by Tatu Ilonen, a Finnish computer scientist, in response to security issues with the Telnet protocol, which transmitted data, including passwords, in a plain text.
What?
SSH encrypts the entire transmission and enables key-based authentication. Okay, we know what the SSH key is. Now we can add it to our GitHub account. As always, open your browser and type the command, the phrase to search GitHub SSH key. The first link you will see in the search results is the instruction on GitHub how to add SSH key to your GitHub account. So let's click it, and as you see, we land on the page with the information how to generate new SSH key. There is a whole section on GitHub documentation about SSH. You can read it if you want. Let's stop for a while on the link check for existing SSH key. I am stopping here because you have two options. Option number one, you have a very clean new installation of your Ubuntu system and you don't have any SSH key generated. Or option number two, you already have SSH key and you don't have to do it. So first let's check if we have already generated SSH key. Ubuntu operating system stores the SSH key in the .ssh folder. So to list this folder and to show your keys, you can just open the terminal and type ll space tilde /.ssh. This will show you your SSH keys if you have. If you don't have, you will see empty folder. In my case, as you see, I have a few SSH keys I am using in my projects. The most important one is the ID ed255919. This is the key I am using in my GitHub account. Okay, but what if you don't have any SSH key in this folder? Just simply open the website generate new SSH key from the menu on the left, and you have here a ready to use command to type it in the terminal. ssh-kgen-t ed25519 -t stands for type. You can also use the RSA type, but the ed25519 it's the modern one. -c, this is for the comment, and here you can paste your email address to better identify your key on GitHub account. And that's it. The system will generate the pair of key, the public and the private one. You will be also prompted for the password for this key. If you don't want to type a password each time you push the commits to the GitHub repository, you can skip this password. Okay, I'm clearing this command because I already have the keys, and let's go to the next step. Okay, we are almost done. To add SSH key to your GitHub account, you can follow the instructions in the website, in GitHub documentation. In the menu on the left, just click on the link Add a new SSH key. As you see, we can use the GitHub client, or we can use the website to add the SSH key, and this is the way we will use. We need to add our public key to our GitHub account. Okay, both keys are secret and should never be shared with others, as they are used to identify you. Just as you wouldn't share your login and password, you shouldn't share your public and private keys. To display the key, we use the cat command and then enter the name of the key we want to display. As I mentioned, the key with the .pub extension is our public key, and this key should be displayed. The system will display our key, which we can copy. Once we have copied it to the clipboard, we can go to our GitHub account and add it to our user. Okay, we can close the terminal window. What next? The instructions on the GitHub website say that we should click on our user icon in the upper right corner and go to the settings section. So let's do that. On the github.com website, click on your user icon in the upper right corner as instructed, and then select Settings from the menu. In your profile settings, select the SSH and the GPG keys option from the menu on the left. Here you will find a list of previously added keys. Your list will probably be empty, so just click on New SSH key. Next, enter a name for the key so that you can easily identify it. Let's say it's a key on your laptop. And paste what you have copied to the clipboard into the key field. As you can see, adding the SSH key to your GitHub account is easy, and now you will be able to work with the Git repository more easily and more convenient using your terminal. That's all for today. I hope I was able to share some valuable insights. We discussed Git and the topic of versioning our applications. As a programming skills, this is crucial. Being able to work with repositories is an essential part of modern software development. In upcoming episodes, we will start working directly with a repository, and you will quickly see just how convenient it is to use Git. You will also notice how many advantages it brings when it's part of your daily workflow as a developer. That's all for today. Take care and see you next time.